Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mr. Chairman, Excellency Foreign Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege and a pleasure to join you on behalf of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan at the 18th ministerial meeting of the Non-Aligned Movement here in this beautiful city of Baku. Mr. Chair, Afghanistan is a nation that, despite challenges, values this movement's core principles. That is democracy, human rights, rule of law, peace, and development. No other people have demonstrated such strong commitment to these values under as difficult circumstances as Afghans. 3 weeks ago, in defiance of terror, the courageous people of Afghanistan went out of their homes to vote for democracy, for freedom, for peace, and for development. The Taliban had declared war against the elections, essentially declaring war against citizens who came out to vote. Yet, in spite of that threat, over 2 million Afghans went out to do so. Our people's vote will give a strong mandate to the newly elected administration to implement its national agenda to meet the social, security, economic, and humanitarian needs of our people. But regardless of which candidate wins the presidential elections, I can assure you that a key priority for everyone is building a comprehensive and inclusive peace process geared at achieving a political settlement to the conflict, to secure a dignified, sustainable peace that will not only benefit Afghans, but also the region and the wider international community. Our people want peace, and the government of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan is fully committed to it. The Afghan government has taken the initiative for peace from President Ghani's unconditional offer of peace to the Taliban in February 2018, to the ceasefire achieved in June 2018, to our peace plan announced in November 2018, and intensive ongoing consultation with Afghan women and men across the country. Today, we are pursuing a comprehensive 7-point plan that is building on the progress we and our international partners have made thus far. Moving forward, we're forging pathways at the national, regional, and international levels so that inclusive engagement and consensus and coordination at every level can be the new foundation for a sustainable peace process. But peace will require genuine commitment from all sides, including the Taliban. I called on the Taliban 3 weeks ago at the UN to renounce violence and negotiate with Afghans. I repeat that call today. Mr. Chairman, the Taliban have killed nearly 250,000 Afghans in the last 2 decades. They must stop killing Afghans and agree to an immediate ceasefire. The Taliban's alternative to reconciliation is to face the brave Afghan security and defense forces on the battlefield. The Taliban know that that is a futile path for them to choose. The ANDSF are the pride of the Afghan nation and get their strength from the full support they receive from all Afghans. Ladies and gentlemen, the Afghan security and defense forces are at the front lines of a global fight against terrorism, for the freedom of our entire region and the larger global community. Afghans have made enormous sacrifices that must be acknowledged. Recognizing the shared threats, our international partners have also fought this war shoulder to shoulder with us, and we pay tribute to their sacrifices as well. We Afghans will not quit. We know that peace is achievable, and we are moving toward that peace in a sustainable manner, guided by the principles of inclusivity, dignity, and sustainability. As we pursue peace, we will also continue to defend our population against terrorism, fear, and oppression. Mr. Chair, we're currently facing testing times through the lingering threats of long-term conflicts and climate change, both of which exacerbate ongoing humanitarian crisis in our region. Each of us here have a responsibility to address these challenges. To meet those objectives, we need to take collective measures that are beyond our individual social, economic, and political interests. Afghanistan stands ready to enter into new partnerships, bilaterally and multilaterally, with fellow members of the non-aligned movement, in order to tackle our shared challenges. We have been regional leaders in energy trade and transport initiatives such as TAPI pipeline. So we know well the mutual benefits that we can reap when we solve problems together. We look forward to discussing details of our cooperation throughout the meetings this week. Mr. Chair, let me close my remarks with a message of hope. Afghanistan is progressing toward peace and self-reliance that will be a keystone of stability in our region. We're bringing to life our vision of connectivity, cooperation, and economic growth for our region, where Afghanistan, as Asia's roundabout, once again plays the central role it always has. The gains made in Afghanistan over the past 2 decades in economic development, education, health, human rights, and institution building are the result of multilateral partnerships and demonstrate the significance of international cooperation. We will continue to build upon the gains of the past 2 decades and proactively seek to strengthen our partnership through international platforms such as the non-aligned movement. Mr. Chair, we look forward to the future with confidence, based on the will of our people and with the support of international partners like you. Thank you.